I know you've asked yourself, how much do you have to practice to really get better in order to be awesome? Well, let's get to the bottom of that today. When it comes to vocal practice, there's not a one rule, like a one size fits all. Like if I could tell you practice 30 minutes a day or 2 hours a day, it will vary. And that's why the answer is not just like a number, like this is how much you should practice and this is how long, and then after X amount of months or years, you're gonna have achieved this level. It's the same with practicing the piano or anything else or learning a language. Now, of course, it depends on where you started, your brain, how you learn, how you can connect like your brain with your body, because your voice, you can't just open up and like, look, this is how you lift the soft palate and this is how you lower the larynx. Knowing that you shouldn't lower the larynx doesn't help you to not lower it, right? But here's the answer. Slow and steady always wins the race. I've learned that the hard way because, sometimes I've had to practice a lot, and when you have opera rehearsals for 8 hours every day, you learn how to mark, because it's not in repeating and singing for hours and hours and hours that you get better. You don't. You actually make it worse if you practice too much. You can just kill your voice. That means you're going to have to take a vocal rest or take a break for a few days, and that is not cool, because it is fun to sing, right? But it's only fun to sing when you're not hurting your voice. Slow and steady wins the race. So much applies to vocal practice. You don't have hours a day. A pianist can actually practice for 5, 6, 7, 8 hours every day and the next day again, because your fingers, you could build callus, I guess, or the muscles get stronger, but your vocal cords, although they do get stronger, the more you're trained, still there is a limit, because it's just physical. It's like an athlete. They can't just do things for like hours and hours and hours. They have to be very intentional. And that's what I always teach. It's about intentional practice and actually practicing what's relevant and not singing through songs over and over and over again and just making your voice tired. Slow and steady wins the race any day. If you practice belting and you want to become better, I recommend you do like 2 minutes 3 times within your practice session. It's going to be so much better than once a week for an hour, because that once a week, an hour, you're going to kill your voice and you're going to be hoarse for days to come. You're going to compromise your technique, because vocal fatigue means you're just pushing. When your muscles give out, you just have to compensate somewhere else, right? And then it just gets worse. So you want to make sure you are intentional, and that you just take these little baby steps. It's these little wins. Oh, I found resonance on ah. Oh, I connected that vowel to the consonant. I found a legato line. Okay, I actually had a clean onset today. That's all going to determine. There's so many details that are going to determine the big picture. And here's the thing, those little details, they don't happen once. They happen all the time. So if you can fix one little detail and work on it, it might be a baby step, but it affects everything you will sing. So the entire song will be affected by just one thing, such as a non-sliding onset, a clean onset, or by breathing deeply. That is a huge thing. It might be one small thing of the entire picture, but it will make it sound so much better already. So it's those small baby steps that have a huge effect. And now when you add them layer by layer, you can't just fix 20 things all at once. So you have to kind of just try to work on one thing. And then when you think, oh, I think I'm feeling it, I'm getting it, when you add the next layer, you may fall back and be like, oh, but now I forgot about the other thing again, and it's not quite automatic yet. But just keep on, keep on, keep on. Slow and steady wins the race. Tell yourself that all the time. It's about being consistent. It's about staying on the ball, about staying motivated, not getting frustrated when you don't make these huge progress. It's not about huge progress. The huge progress comes when you make little baby steps and they all work out. So don't get frustrated and don't try to fix everything. Don't try to take a song and be like, now, how do I make this sound amazing? If it's like outside of your range right now, if it's not exactly maybe it's very strong and loud song, but your voice is actually soft. Try to fix it little by little. Thank you for watching. Until next time, always keep a song in your heart and always keep on singing.